we talked about this when we were together before about, of course, you being on the cover of Creatures of the Night and being in the video for I Love It Loud, which is one of my favorite music videos of all time still to this day. And later they re-released.
Good song, it was a good song.
Amazing song. And then later they re-released the album cover with Bruce Kulick on the cover. And, it's funny that there's 2 album covers for Creatures of the Night, and neither of them have the guitar player that's on the album on the cover. So that was.
I had decided to leave the group, before that album started, and I just felt I was more creative. With the success of my 1978 solo album, I realized I was a lot more creative away from Paul and Gene than with them, and it was kind of the writing on the wall for me. I realized no matter what they did or said, a lot of times we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. Those guys wanted to tour constantly. They were workaholics. I was the kind of guy that wanted to tour for a while, make some money, enjoy my sports car, go fishing, hang out with my friends, shoot guns, go bowling. And they didn't have any friends. So, all they wanted to do was tour. I was married with a kid, so was Peter. So, it was, there was some incongruity there. And that's what caused the friction. And I realized, eventually I wanted to start my own band and be my own boss, which hasn't turned out bad at all.
Not at all. And before we jump into the Frehley's Comet record, real quick, in between that, in '84, you did some stuff on the Wendy O. Williams album. What do you remember?
I did one solo.
Yeah, what do you remember about her? I mean, rest in peace, another icon.
I never met her. Gene just called me up and said, "Ace, would you do a guitar solo?" And she wasn't there. And I just came into the studio and, did a couple of passes, and Gene said, "Okay, we got it."
Wow.
It was fast and quick, and I let Gene was producing, so I let him pick the solo that he liked, and he put it together.
That's cool. Okay, so yeah, Frehley's Comet, and we can talk about that and the Live Plus One EP pretty quickly. So at the time, I always loved that band name. What was your thought process then, as far as calling it Frehley's Comet versus calling it just Ace? And obviously it's just Ace now. It's been just Ace ever since. Did you have that thing where you wanted to be in a band, but you wanted it to be solo?
I wanted to be, I was used to being in a band and having like a brotherhood and a feeling of band unity rather than be a solo artist. I think I was a little hesitant. And even to this day, I really don't like being the boss and having to make all the decisions on what happens. People call me up that work for me and say, "Do you want," I'll say, "Why don't you figure it out, because, I'd really rather focus on playing guitar and singing and performing. All the other business stuff drives me crazy. I have attention deficit disorder, and the ADD, kicks in, and all of a sudden, I get jammed up. And it was a lot easier with Kiss. Paul and Gene did a lot of the work, a lot of the interviews. I just got up there and played my ass off and looked cool. And so it was a major departure for me to have to be the boss. And I came up with the idea for Frehley's Comet, and then invariably we'd be on tour and the promoters would put Ace Frehley's Comet, and the guys in the band would get aggravated. Go, it's Frehley's Comet, not Ace Frehley's Comet. And then I realized, pretty much, the people were coming to see me, not the other 3 guys in the band. So I pretty much disbanded that and started the Ace Frehley band.
Yeah. And then and would you say Trouble Walkin' then, after Second Sighting, that was the first real just Ace record since the Kiss era?
What about Trouble Walkin'?
Would you say that was then the first?
I do have trouble walking, yes.
Well, Trouble Walkin reunited you not only with Anton back on drums, but there's a bunch of backing vocals on there from Peter Criss. What was how did that come together? How did
I got Peter Criss? I think I got Pepe Castro from the Blues Magoos and
some of the Skid Row guys.
Yeah, we did a concert last year with Kings of Chaos, with Matt Sorum at a fair. That was a lot of fun. Sebastian Bach, great guy, great friend,
huge Kiss fan,
great front man, and it's always nice to have guest stars come in and help you out that are friends of yours, because it just makes the song that much better and that much more fun.
Indeed.
That's why these Origins records, are so much fun, because I'm always bringing guest artists on to put their little stamp on the song, which makes the song better.
And it makes those records feel like a party. When I listen to those records, I feel like I'm hanging out with you and all these great musicians that are just playing songs you love. It's got a real nice loose.
Now I'm getting calls from everybody. Can I be on Origins Volume 3?
Yeah.